Hey folks, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. I hope that you are having a great day so far. Today's video is going to be a thrift flip video. I have wanted to do thrift flips on my channel for a while. I'm not really sure why I haven't, but I have all of these ideas sort of written down that I really want to do, and I thought it was sort of time to bring some new elements to the thrifting videos. Today's video, I specifically know when I want to go and flip, but other times I think I'm just going to go to the thrift store and try to find something to sort of make new. I have been loving hair scrunchies, hair ties, hair bandanas for quite a while. So what I wanted to do was show you guys that you can really make these out of anything. You don't need to go to a thrift store and spend any money at all to do this. If you have an old t-shirt that, you know, has a rip in it or has a stain in it that you can't get out, you can make it out of that. So you don't need to go and spend the money. I don't have anything specifically, and I have like these two sort of ideas that I want to create. So I am gonna go to a thrift store. And when you do go to a thrift store, try to find things that maybe would have a hard time being rehomed. So for example, a pillowcase. A lot of people will donate one pillowcase and it won't have a match, and that's sort of harder for people to purchase. So like pillowcases, scrap fabrics, things like that. Let's just hop right into it and let's go thrifting for some fabric. Okay. Basically, what I want to create today, two things. Number one, typical good old hair scrunchie. Number two, I saw at Free People, they sell these hair scrunchies, which they have the same material attached to it, like hanging down. So basically you create a scrunchie. I'm gonna put a picture here so you can see. Really like to find something that's like leopard print and something that's floral, but I will settle for like a plain color. Okay, let's head to the thrift store. Okay, so I have come to like the fabric scraps first, and I'm gonna look through here and see if there's any cute fabrics. This is pretty cute. I like that. It's a bit yellow, but that's a good one. Maybe we'll toss this in the cart. So I want a couple fabrics because I want to do a scrunchie. I want to do a hair tie. So it'd be good to find a couple that I liked. This one's pretty fancy. I feel like this could make a really cute hair tie as well because my hair is really dark, so I feel like this might look kind of pretty in my hair. What else? Looking for some sort of like cool pattern because it's easy to do like simple ones, but I thought we might be able to find something. Ooh, this is pretty. I like this. This could make a really pretty hair tie too, very pink. So over here is like sheets and things like that, like duvet covers and whatever. So we could also make something from these. I actually just saw this, which is amazing. Isn't that so cool? I also have a, oh my gosh, what is this? Hang on. So it's kind of like a little drape that you'd hang in the window because these connect and then it becomes like this. I'd love to make like some scrunchies out of something like this if we can find it, but this would be too good to like rip apart. Someone would appreciate this. I really just sort of want to give fabric like a new life. Like I don't really want to rip apart. If I can find, you know, like blinds that like don't have a matching pair, that would be really good. This is kind of a cool fabric. I'm thinking that might be a yes, and maybe like a floral one we might be able to find. They also have all of these fabric scraps in bags, so you could get like a ton for $3.99 and make like a ton of scrunchies. So I'm just looking through those to see if there's any good one. This cat one is so good. Thinking maybe. So we're gonna put it in the cart or in our basket with the leopard print. Next up, I want to check pillowcases because I find that people donate a lot of pillowcases that literally don't have a match. So I feel like that would be something really good to repurpose. Here they are, and look at this. This is so awesome. This one's really cool, really like retro-y and 70s. Okay, I found these two fabrics, which I really liked. This pink and white, it's actually like a flannel. And then I thought this was absolutely beautiful. So I think this one would be like our hair tie. Okay, so we are back from the thrift store with our fabric in our reusable shopping bag. Okay, so the first thing I got was this scrap fabric. I thought that this would be stunning as a scrunchie, so this is perfect. This was the other fabric that we got. I also have this fabric, which is a fabric that I bought a really long time ago, which I thought could be really cute as well, made into, this is just like a little apron, made into something. Let's get to work. So I've been having trouble finding a hair tie and a pattern that I really like. So that's kind of the whole premise of this video. So what you're gonna need is your fabric, of course. You're gonna need a pair of scissors. You're gonna need some sort of elastic. Now I'm using this elastic band because I have it from a previous DIY, but you could use a hair elastic. You don't need to use this. You're also going to need a bit of thread and a needle. Because our fabric came in quite a large piece, I'm just starting off by cutting a section off. You're gonna wanna create a perfect rectangle just so that you have even edges and all of that stuff. Then you're gonna wanna fold your piece in half, and you're creating something that looks like this. You see how it's a really small rectangle, but when you fold it in half, it becomes even smaller. That's what you wanna make for our scrunchie. So this is what I'm starting with. You're gonna want to fold it in half, and we are going to create a seam on one end. You basically are creating sort of like a mini tube, you could say. You're gonna wanna keep it open though, so that we're able to put the elastic through it. So I'm just going to take some thread and a needle. If you don't have a sewing machine, this is obviously perfect, and you can just sew your little heart out and sew all the way down that edge. You could also use fabric glue, whatever is easiest for you. As you can see here, I have basically a cylinder shape. I'm going to put some of my elastic through it now. I decided to just cut it in half because it was quite, a bit thick. And then you're just going to put that through your little tube. I keep calling it a tube. I don't know what else to call it, but if it's hard for you, you could attach like something to the end of it and pull it through that way. Then you're just gonna tie her on up, and then you pretty much wanna close the gap. By doing this, I'm putting one side of the fabric into the other, just so that it looks quite a little bit neater. So I folded that one side, and then I've just put the other side inside of it. Pretty simple. Then I'm just gonna take my needle and thread, and I'm just gonna close it up just so that you can't really get inside of it. Then this is pretty much what your scrunchie looks like. For the tie portion of this, you wanna take one big piece of fabric and fold it in half. You don't wanna cut, you want it to be all one piece, so you're gonna keep it intact. Then you're gonna draw basically like a house shape. I freehanded this, so you can freehand it. You just want it to basically look like a house. So then I'm going ahead and cutting that. And the reason that we folded that fabric in half is because this is going to be one huge long piece. So if you see, I'm opening it here, it is one entire piece. So this is what's gonna make our hair tie. We're gonna wanna cinch it in the middle so that obviously we have the same amount on one side. Then we're going to tie it to our scrunchie. I suggest you tie it to where you did the little sewing of the two seams. That way the two seams are hidden and they're not gonna come off. So pretty much your hair tie scrunchie should look like this in the end, and it is stunning. With the leopard fabric, I always wanted to have just like a leopard print scrunchie, so I decided to make one of those out of this because I really, really love this fabric. So I just basically did that exact same technique that we did with the hair tie. We just did a scrunchie. These look really cute if you wear them in a top knot, but this is like my perfect little leopard print scrunchie that I've wanted for so long in the perfect pattern, and so that's what it looks like. Along with me on this little thrift flip. I'm so happy that I have these two now. I absolutely love this one. This is like something that I would want to find at like Free People or something, but never find. And it's so me. And then I love this also leopard print scrunchie. I know this wasn't like a crazy thrift flip. We'll do some in the future where I just go and try to like flip something kind of like furniture wise. This was something that I actually wanted to own and make for myself. So I'm glad that I got to do it. This is so cute. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna see you guys in my next video. Bye.